Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. If you guys watched the last video when we were kind of looking at the car, we definitely noticed that the paint wasn't very good. There's a lot of paint fade here. I'll show you guys. Yeah, just super faded paint up here on the roof. And then moving down to the hood, it's kind of the same story, and there's just a whole bunch of swirls in the paint. And then if we come back and look over here, yeah, it's just super oxidized paint. So today we're going to be going at it with some Meguiar's Ultimate Compound, followed by Ultimate Polish, and then we're going to seal it with this Gold Class Premium Paste Wax. So we're going to be trying those out today, seeing how much better we can get the paint. So I think we're going to be starting here on the trunk lid. This is probably going to be the easiest place to work. And then we'll go ahead and move on to the hood, or sorry, the roof, and then the hood. Okay, and please just remember that this is my first time ever needing to do any kind of paint correction, so I'm really learning as I go. But I just recently washed the car, so the paint shouldn't be too dirty, but I'm just gonna hit it with some instant detailer, just to make sure that there's really nothing on the surface here. Okay, so we're gonna go at it with the Meguiar's Ultimate Compound first. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply a little bit to my applicator pad. Okay, well now that it's open, I'm gonna apply some to my applicator pad. Maybe about that much. We'll see how well this does. So I'm gonna do this little area right here first. So maybe, I don't know, I've seen guys move it around like this. And then I'm gonna do circular overlapping motions with some pretty good pressure. I'd say medium to heavy pressure. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and remove the excess. Okay, so after just testing it out a little bit, you can see the difference that it's making right here. Now I'm definitely gonna have to go over it again. I'm not sure how well you guys can see it, but there is still some hazing around here, but definitely, like, especially right here, it's getting a lot deeper and glossier looking. So we're just gonna keep going and work our way down the rest of the panel, and we'll see how it looks. Okay, so before I move down the rest of the panel with the compound, just go ahead and take a look at the difference from right here to over here. Let me give you guys a better look. So this is what the paint looked like before, and this is what it's looking like now. So already huge improvement. Because basically what this is doing is it's removing all of those really, like, major, I guess, oxidations and imperfections in the paint, but it will still leave little swirl marks and things behind, which is where our polish comes into play. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this out now on this same little area, and then we'll work our way down the rest of the panel. So for this one, I'm just gonna apply a little bit to a new applicator pad. And this one you don't want to let dry on the surface. So I'm just going to apply it here. I don't know if that's too much or too little, but we're just going to apply it in overlapping circular motions. And then before allowing it to dry, we're gonna go over it with our microfiber. And wow, that looks a lot better than it did before. So now you guys see the before and the after. So we still need to wax this, but we're gonna go ahead and do the entire rest of the panel, and then we'll go ahead and wax the back part of the car. Okay guys, so the entire trunk panel is done, or it's been compounded. Now you remember we polished this side, but the entire rest is just compounded, but look at how much better it is than it was before. Remember, before it kind of looked like the roof. Super faded and oxidized. Now we have a lot more shine on this panel. So we're gonna follow it up with polish, then we're gonna wax it, and then we'll take another look at the results. Okay, so now we've applied the compound and the polish to this trunk deck lid panel thing. Now we're gonna go ahead and seal up our work with Meguiar's Gold Class Carnauba plus basically just wax. So all of that work that we just did, we're gonna go ahead and put a protective layer over it. And by the way, I'm not sponsored by Meguiar's. I just like using their stuff. So I went ahead and applied just a little bit. It's better to put too little than too much with this stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply it. Small circular motions, overlapping motions again, and just a little small workspace. Okay, go ahead and do the swipe test. Looks like it's done drying, so we're gonna go ahead and remove the excess. So I'm gonna go ahead and wax the entire rest of the panel, and then maybe we'll go ahead and move on to the roof. All right, so we got this entire panel right here, compounded, polished, and then waxed. Now, I don't know if you guys can tell, but the spoiler here is pretty oxidized as well. Yeah, there you go. Now you can kind of see it. So I'm actually going to take care of the spoiler first, then we can go ahead and move on to the roof. And I don't know if you guys, yeah, you guys should be able to see this. Over here on the quarter panel on the tops here, it's pretty oxidized as well. So we're going to go ahead and take care of all of that as well. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with the results that we got here on the spoiler and the trunk lid. That's what it's looking like now, with the compound, polish, and wax. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the roof, which, as you can tell, is probably one of the roughest parts of the car. So hopefully we can make a pretty big difference up here. All right, so we're back. It's actually a couple days later, and I don't exactly remember where we left off, but taking a look at the paint here, let's go take a look at it. Taking a look at the deck lid and the spoiler, 10 times more reflective than it was before. Now, of course, it's not perfect. I mean, it's a little dirty. It's been collecting some dust, but the paint's obviously not going to be perfect, but it is so much better than it was when I got the car. The roof is looking 100 times better. And then I also did the driver's side door, looking pretty good. It's dusty, and then there's these super deep nicks and paint chips that I couldn't quite take care of, but that's all right. And then the hood was a big one. You can see there's still some fade, and I could have done a better job, so I'll probably have to go back through and do it again, but the rest of the hood is looking so much better than it was when I bought the car. So yeah, just for a few dollars for those products, the car is already looking a lot better. So now the next thing that we need to figure out is this misfire that's happening. Now I went to O'Reilly's, I had them read the code, and it was throwing a code for the coil packs, but we'll talk more about that in the next video, which should be posted very soon. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, let me know what you guys thought, what you guys want to see done to this car, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you later.